ringside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Adley LaForce reporting from the sideline. And now the Lakers starting group. Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. Reeves in its shooting guard. James is the small forward. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for Atlanta, the backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. And it's Reza Shea in at the 3 slot. And Stan, talking about this matchup for a second, when it comes to moving the ball, these two teams have to be considered two of the very best at it.
Couldn't agree more, Kevin. Both of these groups, very selfish. Got to give a lot of credit to these coaching staffs for getting their guys to buy in on a team-first mentality. That makes for some tremendous team chemistry. And by the way, it wins a lot of games, too.
And Ayton throws it down.
Well, at his size, Ayton can absorb contact easily.
Johnson finds Daniels. Johnson sets the screen for Daniels. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Doncic. Last game he had 28 points. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad. Daniels against Hachimura. 6 to shoot. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, in that 2-player action, I really like Okongwu as the player. He moves really well.
James, the pass to Ayton. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's LeBron. Off target at the rim.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Doncic with the steal. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Here's Reza Shea. Some solid defense from Ayton. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the writing is on the wall. The Lakers are Luka's team now. And it seems quite possible this will be King James's final season with the team after he picked up his almost $53 million player option. While LeBron is not entirely comfortable with the situation from my understanding. And guys, he's got to make the most of every season he has left.
Yeah, you got to roll with the punches. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. Now, here's Okongwu. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 5. Johnson sets the screen for Young. And Johnson with the stop.
Well, Young is so good in that pick and roll. He knows what the defense is going to do and then just sets up his teammates.
Here's LeBron. He's coming off a 22-point game against San Antonio. Ayton a screen on Daniels. And it's Ayton missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
What a defensive effort. Not only pressuring the shooter, but also collecting the miss.
Now here's LeBron. And it's Reza Shea with the rebound. Daniels passes to Johnson.
A wiry athlete, Jalen Johnson. 2 loud points.
Lakers trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Reeves with the screen for James. And it's Hachimura in the corner. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. And the Lakers with another miss.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Doncic. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Daniels kicks to Young. Okongwu with a screen on Doncic. A nice shot by Young.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And let's see some of the numbers here for Okongwu. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged about 13 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. But you look at the rebound totals, and it's a big part of what he does for this team.
Everybody has their strengths. Easy to see that rebounding is his, and he is honed in.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. I asked him about LeBron James and what his team's defensive game plan was against him, and he said to me, hope and pray that he misses a majority of his shots. With LeBron, there's only so much you can do against him, but we're going to do our best. We'll see what happens here tonight. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Now here's James. Pass to Hachimura. And again, the Lakers no good.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
And here's Young. Back to Johnson. Young outside. Okongwu with a screen on Reed. A nice shot by Young.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. This pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Ayton finds Doncic. Los Angeles with another miss.
Deep into the game, his team is lagging, and he's been unable to help. Brutal performance from him.
Johnson with a screen on Reed. And Johnson with the stuff.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
LeBron a screen on Daniel. Doncic passes to LeBron. Hands it from downtown. James has got 5.
LeBron won't hesitate if he finds a spot he likes behind the arc.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against a talent of his caliber.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Gannett comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Austin Reeves. Here's Reza Shea. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. And they pick up 2. And the Hawks lead by 11.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
LeBron dishes to Doncic. And they call an illegal screen here.
And checking out the numbers for Young. Great showing for him last season. First in assists, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor. Absolute magician with the basketball. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken... charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Connect with it. Guarded by Rizichet. Here's Hayes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Quinn Snyder entering his 3rd full season as head coach of the Hawks.
Well, before this, Quinn had a good 8-year run as coach of the Utah Jazz, which ended when he resigned. Most coaches have a tendency toward being fired instead, but he quickly moved on in Atlanta.
The Lakers making a switch here. Laravia's checked in. Now, here's Doncic over Daniels, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Smart.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Young pass to Okongwu, and it's Okongwu slamming it down.
Okay, wow. Okongwu, unreal.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Here's Laravia. Back to Doncic. Pass to Connect. Bangs home the trifecta.
And that's Connect's biggest weapon offensively. He's a knockdown three-point shooter.
Johnson with a screen on Smart. Here's Young. He takes it in, and the layup is good. Young's got 8 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. Oh, they are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Connect with it. Guarded by Rizichet. He gets that one.
Some old school basketball from young Dalton Connect there, using the mid-range.
Here's Young. He's got 8 to the inside. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now here's Smart, and he's going up for the alley-oop. Hayes the pass to Laravia. Over Johnson. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers trail by 12. Here's Connect. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Rizichet.
A young man who knows how to use his strength. Connect doesn't let the foul stop him.
The Hawks making a switch here. Newell's checked in. Stan, March 2025 marked the passing of the great Dikembe Mutombo. 4 of his 8 All-Star appearances came as an Atlanta Hawk.
And he also won back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards in Atlanta. 4 in total over the course of his career. A tremendous player, but even more importantly, a humanitarian and a statesman for the game.
The Lakers with the ball, following the 3 by Atlanta. Down low, Hayes. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
As we see Connect expand his game, Dalton will get more active as a passer.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Doncic. Good good, and Smart gets the assist. Doncic has got it back down to single digits for the Lakers.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And they're making...
The previous play is under review.
But the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yes.
Jalen Johnson, he's been the guy making things happen for the Atlanta Hawks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. Then there's Newell. Then it's Trae Young. And Gay is in at the force and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Well, I like the activity of Daniels there.
And how about the emergence, Stan, of Dyson Daniels as an elite wing defender?
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think what happened with Dyson Daniels is he just got a chance to step into more playing time, and as he got that consistent time, he showed that he's not only one of the best defenders in this league, but he's got more offensive skill than people thought he had also.
Pass to LaRavia. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Young. Here's Newell. Shoots over Connect and misses it off the right side of the rim. Now Reeves, guarded by Rizachet. Lakers passing it around. Outside, Smart. Back to Hayes. Here's Connect. And again, the Lakers no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And Young, here we go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great, great shots for his team.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent in Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Guys?
They're clearly happy to have him. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. And he drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 14 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And checking out some numbers for Marcus Smart. Some last season stats for him. He was around 9 points per last year. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Reeves finds Hayes. Here's Connect. Back to Hayes. Puts up a 3. Smart misses. The Hawks leading by 15. Here's the screen. Pass to Rizichet. Here's Gay. He's guarded by Connect. Young for three. The Lakers with the rebound. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. And Connect gets it to go.
Well, that's his third triple of the game and his second in this quarter. He is heating up.
Reeves the pass to Smart. Excellent defense from Daniel.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And it's Rizichet missing. Lakers trail by 12. Lets it go with the three. Reeves outside. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Daniels kicks to Young. They set the pick. Going inside. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Smart passes to Hayes. Now Connect. In the corner, Smart with it. From deep, Reeves. And it's Rizichet with the rebound. Rizichet's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And Daniels makes sure to capitalize on that easy scoring opportunity.
Lakers trail by 16. Outside, Smart. Pass to Hayes. Over Newell. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Daniels. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Pass to Connect. Back to Laravia. Now here's Smart from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks. Newell's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, he's pressing right now, which can happen when you're trying to cut into a lead.
Here's Gay. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Connect, guarded by Rizichet.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Wow, with all the player movement this offseason, Coach, some teams are clearly still trying to build their chemistry.
Yeah, Kevin, but what's tough is you've still got to try to win games while you're building that chemistry, and that can be a tough balance. It takes time, which is why some organizations prioritize continuity. Using the quickness there, Young catches defenders by... surprise sometimes.
So for the Hawks, Krejci's checked in, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Dyson Daniel. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Jake Laravia. James checked in for Dalton Connect. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves.
Well, working without the ball. Smart can play the one. He can also shift over and be a catch-and-shoot guy.
To the paint. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Doncic outside. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to Alexander-Walker. Young, a screen on Doncic. Here's Alexander-Walker, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Alexander-Walker's got his first points of the night. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Smart puts the pick in for Doncic. Picked away. Here's Gay. He's covered by Hachimura. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Young, a screen on Doncic. Clock at 6. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Doncic. Knocks down the 3-ball. 21 points for Trae Young.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, Ayton is quite literally a house in there.
Pass to Krejci. Here's Newell. Now Young. Some solid defense from Ayton.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Young with the steal. Alexander Walker on the wing. There's the pick. Pass to Newell. Back to Alexander Walker. 1:53 left to play here in the half. Newell can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 21. Shoots the 3. And James gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing 3rd in the West.
Well, they went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Austin Reeves is checked in for Marcus Smart.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jump.
Inside. And LeBron James gets it to go. LeBron's got 5 points in the quarter.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
Okongwu with the screen for Johnson. No good. That's the first shot from the floor he's missed. 5 for 6. Reeves with it, and it's Wallace picking him up. Pass to Hachimura. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. That one good for 2. 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, this is where you have to get Ayton the ball. Between his footwork and post moves, he's reliable down there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The Hawks leading by 14. Pass to Okongwu. Can they get it? And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Here's Doncic. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Atlanta feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
You know, right now for the Hawks, you watch their games, they've had some highs, some lows, still putting it all together.
Which you could say about most teams around this time of year.
Yeah, not a big insight, big fella.
What?
No, we're just messing with you. We're just messing with you.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Hawks.
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Taking a look at the Lakers. Reeves in at shooting guard. James is the small forward. Hachimura is the 4 with Ayton playing the 5. And it's Doncic in at the point. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting. Looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defenders.
To the middle, here's Ayton. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 6 rebounds here tonight. Johnson dishes to Young. Back to Johnson. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, Johnson is a wing who wants to go inside. He doesn't settle too often.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Sinks the triple. Doncic has got 10 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Now Young. 23 points in the game. Here he goes. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 25 points in the game.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. It's good from long range. He has 5.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Johnson, good. 14 points for Jalen Johnson.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. Good, nice job down low.
And the confidence Hachimura has in himself, knows he can score from this area when given the chance.
Young finds Rizushek. Johnson with a screen on Doncic. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Wow, 5 straight buckets. Coming out of half, they are rolling.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Looking at some numbers for Jalen Johnson, coming off a terrific season, put up about 19 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Well, it's because he's someone that understands his role. He plays with confidence and helps provide stability when he's on the floor.
Now we get a chance to check out LeBron James, coming off a terrific season. And he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists, just does a great job of getting everyone involved. They set the pick. And stolen by Ayton. Pass to LeBron. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
When LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be, what will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
It's Young on the wing. Releases. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
LeBron outside. Back to Doncic. To the paint. And finished off by LeBron.
Oh, filling it up. James doing it all.
Doncic against Young. And he banks in the layup. Young's got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Now here's LeBron, guarded closely. Here's Doncic. 4 on the shot clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Number 5, the Hawks.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Okongwu, the pass to Young. And yes, it's good. 33 points for Trae Young.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down. Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
It's always good to see Ayton going up strong, using his physical gifts.
And slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
Hachimura, the pass to Doncic. James outside. Doncic looking it over. And it's James missing. Atlanta's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Young against Ayton. Baseline try. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Atlanta's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Doncic, no good.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Johnson with a screen on Doncic. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Hayes comes in for DeAndre Ayton. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Austin Reeves. Johnson sets the screen for Young. Puts it up from 15. Hachimura grabs the miss. And Los Angeles guys shooting 40% from the field. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. James, the pass to Doncic. Los Angeles with another miss.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
And Young kicks to Okongwu. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. 14 points for Onyeka Okongwu. And last year, coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment, but they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent, a real depth of talent at the forward positions. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And the big-time scoring night from Johnson continues. This guy has solidified himself as a very good prop.
LeBron James on the wing. And it's Ricochet with the rebound.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
It's Young on the wing, guarded by Smart. Here's Okongwu.
Yeah, great to see Okongwu not only finding chances to score, but looking for more. Not being satisfied with what he's done already.
Doncic right side. Kicks it out to James. Pass to Hachimura. Now, here's Doncic, defended by Alexander Walker.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Always ready to make the hustle play. Smart rushes back on that fast break.
Johnson with a screen on Smart. Here's Young. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 14 points now in the second half.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Hayes the pass to James. Offensive rebound, Doncic. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
There's no end to the ways Doncic can score.
Pass to Alexander Walker. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Alexander Walker's got 12 points now in the quarter. The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. 51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Young against Smart. Pass to James. For 3. Smart misses. Atlanta shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. No one covering. Alexander Walker's got 20.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Young. Oh, my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
What poise, what focus. That's an impressive shot.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks, able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. They've got Dyson Daniels. Also Wallace out there. And it's Krejci in at the small forward position. Pass to connect. There's the pick. Inside. Hayes, no good. And the Hawks with possession here. Daniels passes to Krejci. Daniels a screen on Smart. Wallace goes in. Here's Krejci. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Reeves. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Krejci, no good. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. LaRavia with it. Here's Connect. Buries the long-range jumper.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
Pass to Newell. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
The 3, and another 3 for the Lakers.
Well, with everything else Smart does on the floor, his three-point shooting is really a bonus.
Wallace, the pass to Krejci. Pass to Newell. Wallace outside. There's the screen. Fires from deep. And it's LaRavia with the rebound. LaRavia's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Connect. Again, Los Angeles.
We've seen tonight the relentless nature of Connect, always in attack mode.
Pass to Krejci. To the inside. Newell. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
And stolen by Daniels. Wallace outside. Pass to Krejci. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Smart against Wallace. Left side, Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Reeves finds Smart. Plays it up and banks it in. Smart's got 10 points in just the second half.
And that's an error by the D. You can't give someone like Smart that kind of position inside.
Daniels passes to Wallace. Back to Daniels. Pass to Krejci. Off target with his 3. Lakers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Here's LaRavia. Banked in off the glass. LaRavia's got his first points in this one.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
In the corner, Daniels. And rebounded by Connect. For Los Angeles, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth. Going 6 for 7. The tray. Taps in the tray. LaRavia's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it. Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Smart finds Hayes. Bounce pass from Reeves. And it's Connect. That time on the assist by Reeves. Reeves has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Newell. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg. it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Pass to Newell. They could use a bucket, and it's good on the way in. Newell's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
On the wing, Daniels gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Reeves against Daniels, and it's Hayes in the corner. There's the steal. Out to the right wing. Hayes with the steal. It's Connect on the wing. No good with the triple. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Down low, taken away by Hayes. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ayton, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Hachimura comes in for Jake LaRavia. James checked in for Dalton Connect. And Doncic is subbed in for Smart. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And this summer, Greg, new contracts for LeBron and Luka. And the Lakers have reloaded around their stars.
And there are always high expectations when you don the purple and gold, but some tough competition in the West. They will have their work cut out for them.
Here's Young, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Young's got 39.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
Riza with it, defended by Reeves. Now, here's Doncic. Defense is right there. Pass to Hachimura. Here's LeBron, and James throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected cam. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
For him, it's been a tale of two halves. He's starting to make an impact now.
To the inside, here's Hachimura. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on them. Well, this is what Young is capable of every time he steps on the floor. He is a one-man offensive machine.
And the 3 ball is good. LeBron's got 12 points here in the second half.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Just 5 on the clock. Okongwu with the screen for Young. And he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 43 points.
When Trae Young's running the pick and roll, you just expect good things to happen.
Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. Atlanta with the rebound. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Johnson. The rebound by James. So it's the Lakers now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here. for the Hawks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Trae Young.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And Ayton stays with it.
Well, Ayton has always been a solid offensive rebounder, and he's got the numbers to back it up.
Young drives in. Pass to Alexander Walker. Out left to the wing. And stolen by Ayton. On the wing, Reeves. Covered by Johnson. Reeves can't hit. Young gets James. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Doncic. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Trae, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight. How satisfying was it to get this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win. At the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Thanks, Trae. Guys?
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Trae Young.